Hello, Becky here. Welcome back to my channel. I am here to do a quick tag video. I haven't been doing tag videos very often lately, and I know some of these tags are quite old, but I just need some content, I guess, and I like these tag videos, and I think it's fun to get to know a little bit more about one another. Let's jump in. This is the anything but books tag. So what is something that you own way too many of other than books? So for me, it is crafting supplies, mainly yarn. I do crochet and also thread for cross stitching and anything buttons, fabric for sewing, even though I do like no sewing at all because I just fight with my sewing machine all the time. I'm not very well versed in it, I guess. And that's definitely something I need to do a little bit more, like a course or learning on for doing sewing. I don't want to do tons and tons of sewing on a sewing machine necessarily, but it's just a nice skill to have, I guess. But yes, lots and lots and lots of yarn. And I worked at a craft store last year, having that discount and being there all the time, that the craft supplies just keep growing. And also stickers. I love stickers. And bookmarks. Way too many bookmarks. My baby is screaming. I just started this video, so let's get through this very quickly. What is something that you do for fun that's not reading a book? Crafting. Crochet and cross stitch are great because then you can also, I watch BookTube or I watch things on YouTube, sometimes Netflix or like a movie or something, or listening to an audiobook is great for that as well. Really easy to listen. Sometimes, like with both crochet and cross stitch, sometimes you have to do some counting. I can't do like large counting numbers. Like I'm making a sweater right now, like a crochet sweater, so I would have to chain like over 100 stitches. So something like that, I can't count that in my head and listen to something at the same time, so I'll count like 10, 20, 30, so I'll just count like in intervals of 10, and then I'll have to like pause whatever I'm watching or listening to, make sure I have like all 100. There are stitch counters and stuff like that that I could use, but I just mostly do it in my head. But yes, those crafts are great for also listening to audiobooks and other listening or watching things, as long as you don't have to be like focused on the TV. What is something special important on your nightstand that's not a book? So I have bad allergies and I'm constantly blowing my nose, so a box of Kleenex. I have asthma, so having an inhaler close by, and this cute little thing I bought. I saw it online. Somebody in town here was making them, and this was like 2 years ago, and I think she was having like a Black Friday sale. So the best thing about having a birthday at the end of November is Black Friday sales. So I bought this for myself, and I asked her to model it after my Basset Hound. But this is my little eyeglass holder. Isn't it cute? This like nose part can kind of like extend a little bit if you need it to, or push in a little bit. So yeah, it goes on my nightstand and he holds my glasses for me. Isn't that so cute? You can buy these like off Etsy or like Amazon or whatever, but this lady, like I said, it was local and I think she charged me like 40 bucks or something. So totally worth it and adorable. I don't know if you can hear the baby screaming, but let's move quickly. What's something that you buy at a bookstore other than books? So tote bags a lot, especially if they have something that is like their merch for the bookstore. Like here, I went to Arizona 2 years ago and I went to a place called The Poisoned Pen, which is where the writer of the Outliner series, Diane Gabaldon, her books are over here off camera. That's like her local bookstore, so she will like sign books and stuff like that. So I bought a signed copy for a friend of mine. My friend is the one who mentioned that was like her bookstore and stuff. So I'm trying to remember, it's like Scottsdale maybe, but The Poison Pen. So I got this book tote and it's got like this front pocket and it's really like thick, heavy, like a canvas kind of material. So it's a really good tote bag for carrying big heavy books. And then I think Iron Dog books, I ordered this one like online. This one is not heavy duty, it like ripped right away, but again, sewing, if I can figure out sewing a little bit more, then I can just like quickly sew this. But this bag, I'm sure you can get it multiple places, but it's all bookish cats. So it's like The Cat Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, author Conan Doyle, Anna Perennia, let's see, it's the same on both sides, so I'm reading it from one side. Charlie and the Catnip Factory by Roald Paw, The Clodacy by Homer. It's all classics. So So yeah, tote bags, bookmarks, and mugs were things that I like to buy from the bookstores that are not books. There might be bookish related, like a bookmark, but what is a fun gift that you've received that wasn't a book or a gift card for books? So I took a quick little video showing this beautiful blanket that my husband got me for my birthday, not last year, but the year before that. And it is one of my favorite pictures of our Basset Hound, and he had it turned into a blanket. So I'll insert the clip here. And that shows the blanket and the dog and the picture that it was from. And I love that picture because of the color of her fur, just like matches the fall leaves and stuff like that. It's just so pretty. And she's aged a little bit since that picture. She was probably like 1 or 2 when we took that picture. So she had the really nice brown fur. Now she's very white. My poor baby. So that was like a really sweet gift. Like I like cried when I was first opening it because she's standing in these fall leaves. When I was first opening it, the first part that I saw was kind of like leaves and twigs and stuff, and I'm like, why would my husband buy me something that's like the camo colors, like the hunter's camouflage, because it, like I said, it had like sticks and leaves and stuff, and I'm like, that's kind of weird. And then as I started opening it, I realized what it was, and I was like, oh my god, it's so sweet. Most of these gifts are from my husband. Last year in May, we celebrated 11 years of marriage, and we try to do like either the traditional or the modern, whatever's kind of like easier, more convenient, less expensive. We try to do like the gifts that correlate to that year. So the 11th wedding anniversary year is steel. So my husband actually made me this. It is hefty. So he cut this out, and then he's got like this copper wire, and it says like 11 years I still love you, because puns are like my jam when it comes to jokes. But this is like, you can knock somebody out with this thing. But that was really sweet from my husband for our anniversary last year. I had a lot of teddy bears, and I had this one Basset Hound dog that was like, I called him Chief, and he was the chief of all the teddy bears. And when I got a new teddy bear, he introduced the new teddy bear to the old teddy bears, and everyone got along really great. So I was telling my husband about this, and we found it on eBay, and he ordered it for me. I don't know whatever happened to that teddy bear, but this is Chief. I know it's probably a Sherlock Holmes puppy, but as a kid, like, I didn't know that. It was just Chief. He was the chief of all the teddy bears. So we got this off of eBay, like I said, and he's just so cute. That was a really sweet and thoughtful, sentimental gift. And he sits here on my Basset Hound corner. My other bookshelf over here, which I'll have to show one of these days, I'll get to it. But this is like my unicorn corner, and like this is an example of me crocheting stuff. So I also have my Basset Hound corner, and here's another example of me crocheting something. I actually crocheted this as like a gift for people to buy from the Edmonton Basset Hound Rescue Society, like a silent auction online, but I just never got to them because I don't live in Edmonton. And it's been just sitting in like a bucket in my closet for like 3 years. So I'm like, that's it, I'm pulling it out. And I based it off of our Basset Hound with like her colors and stuff as closely as I could. So instead of just having it stuck in the closet, I decided to pull it out with my little hush puppies and stuff. So Chief is Chief of the Bassets, and he sits in this little corner with us. My daughter, when I mentioned I was like filling out the questions for this beforehand so I could do this quickly, and I was like, what's a good gift? And she's like, Mom, what about that teddy bear I bought you? So of course I couldn't go without showing you guys what she got me for my birthday. Isn't that so cute? Apparently, even in my mid-30s, I just love teddy bears, and so does my daughters. So it's a fun gift for us to get. And she's like, if you don't want it, I'll have it, Mom. No, I'll keep it. And then they bought me this like the year, not last year, but the year before, I think. They went into the convenience store to get like some candy, and I gave them my debit card, and I was like, go grab me this. That's it. Like, grab these things. And then they're like, Mom, we saw this and thought of you, and it's so cute. And I was like, $12 or something, or 15 bucks or something. And I was like, thanks. So it's adorable. I think it's so cute. It wasn't necessarily what I wanted them to buy, but they were thinking of me, and it was very sweet. And I'll also show a picture of a mug that my daughter bought me. We had like a mommy date last Saturday. She bought a mug from Kohl's, a bookstore in town, and It says like hashtag mom life, and it was really sweet. She bought it with like her gift card for me. So, and then my other daughter was like also like trying to sneakily buy me a gift, but she didn't want to spend all her money on it. So she's like, well, what you're picking is too expensive. So, but that's okay. We'll get a gift another day. My love language is gifts. But it was really sweet of her that she was like thinking of it because her bigger sister did it. But yeah, this little teddy bear is so cute. And then one more gift I want to point out, my husband got me for Christmas this year. I showed him like on Pinterest these like bookish, you take like an old book and you make like art out of it. So what he did was took my favorite movie, The Labyrinth with David Bowie, and he got this book from like the Salvation Army. And he just got like an old hardback, and he printed off this like movie cover and made like his own book, like the spine and everything from The Labyrinth. So he got me this, and then here's like the crystal ball with Sarah in it from the movie. And he's got these things poking up here. Sir Didymus and Toby, the baby, and the Goblin King, of course. And Sarah like looking in the labyrinth and stuff. And Hoggle, Ludo. I'll post a picture here of what it like the inspiration for it was, but instead of doing like just like a bookish, like I think it was like flowers and stuff like that, something really pretty and girly, he took my favorite movie, so that was really sweet. There was also, he had here, you can see the glue, he had like a marble there for like the crystal ball that he plays with, but that fell off. But yeah, this was really sweet. Isn't my husband like amazing with the gifts? Oh, and the last question is, besides tagging people, which I'm not going to do, but what's a YouTube channel you watch that's not related to books? So Molly Burke, check her out. She is a blind YouTuber. She does like lifestyle content and talks about blindness. Retinitis pigmentosa is what she has, and she went fully blind at the age of 14, and she is now 27, I believe. She's just gone through the journey of getting her third guide dog. She got her first guide dog when she was like 14. And so she just went through that journey. We get to watch all of that, and it's really incredible and amazing. And she's really an advocate for the blind and disabled community. She is from Canada, from Toronto. She was living in LA. Now I believe she's in BC right now and lives between LA and BC. So that's really cool. She's Canadian. Yeah, she's a really big advocate. I can hear him up there. I'm going to be up there in just a second. You want to bring him to me? So she's like just a huge advocate for that community, and she teaches a lot, and she's also tells people about like, she has a registered like full-on guide dog from, if you guys are interested, they're from the Mira Foundation, M-I-R-A in Quebec, and you can donate to them. Dogs cost like 20 grand for like a dog, one guide dog. They get like 2 years of training, but she also speaks a lot about like people with these like, oh, we went out to church and he hasn't eaten in a little bit. Say hi, everybody. This is the best gift I got. Well, 1 of 4 anyways. Oh, he's soaking wet. He needs a diaper change. You're dirty. But she talks about like people who have just like emotional support dogs, and nothing wrong with having that. But people try to get away with like taking them out places and having them like in cabs or on buses or Ubers and in restaurants and stuff, and these dogs do not go through the training that service dogs go through, like guide dogs and wheelchair dogs that help people in wheelchairs and stuff like that. They do not go through the same amount of training, and they can be really badly behaved, and they just cause a lot of issues for people who have actual guide dogs. So I highly, highly recommend Molly Burke's channel for that. Anyways, thank you for watching. Comment down below your favorite, like the best non-bookish gift you got, and maybe the best bookish gift, because that Labyrinth one is kind of a bookish gift that I got. Let me know what your hobbies are, best gift, and yeah, I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching. Bye. Say bye.